But other than that, if Jellyfish wins the first best of 5, Grand Finals goes to him. He gets first place and definitely gets a spot in the Gravy Cancel Invitational. Both these players already earned it, including Mini Vesson, and we're moving into Game 1 on Shipwreck Falls.
3, 2, 1.
So hype. Lucien versus Lucien. I mean, Ilyou's obviously got more experience with this character, so you gotta assume he's gonna take the win here. But, Jellyfish can't be counted out.
And he's sporting the Witch Doctor Lucien, which is by far my favorite scheme for that. And an excellent neutral air.
Oh my goodness.
String, weapon toss comes in. Jellyfish has something that I know I haven't seen from illyou, which is an insane gadget and weapon throw game, which we saw him counter or fight against Scrub with.
Yeah, and the other thing is Jelly might not be very comfortable with the guns, but boy is he looking a lot better than illyou when he's using guitars.
Oh, definitely. And even with the guns, he's moving so quickly in the air, making these signatures look fast. Incredibly fast. Hits that cider to punish that down sig from illyou, has the spike ball, tosses it upwards, uses a GC neutral sig to force illyou to be underneath him, goes for the mine toss. Ooh! Goes for a sidelight, just throwing out neutral sig after neutral sig. That dive kick nearly hitting him into the mine. Both players just playing around this gadget. It's got to explode. The weapon toss, that's still active. That weapon's going to come back down, and there it is. Wow, dive kicks into catching the guitars and kicks him off the side of the map. The down sig doesn't quite connect, but the second one does.
The second one will. That is the fastest signature in the game, I'm pretty sure. It comes out the fastest. It actually comes out as fast as some light attacks. It's insane.
illyou dodges the spike ball, gets him with a cider, but he needs to end the stock from Jellyfish. Jellyfish's got such a solid lead in this match, and if he finds the guitars and the guns and gets in a solid string once again, whoa! Ground pounds next to the mine. That was so close to an in-air. Oh, into a recovery that gets punished by illyou's own recovery. He's killed off the top.
So illyou's actually losing the Lucien mirror so far. Jellyfish playing fantastically well with this with his guitar game.
Yeah, Jellyfish Lucian's proven to be incredibly speedy. It's insane how fast he is with this legend. Holding onto the guns, uses the neutral there, catches his landing with a down light, goes for a recovery. illyou tries to punish with an air, but gets hit by a cider. He's in the deep red, and a down sig to read illyou's option. Ooh, goes for a GC down sig. That's a little risky, but he makes it back to the stage and lands with an air. Sends Jellyfish flying, and an excellent.
Oh my god!
Wow, Jellyfish is
that
pulling
gravity
that out.
cancel side sig. Holy crap!
Giving illyou no room to breathe. Jellyfish showing that maybe this Lucien is his most comfortable legend. Chase dodges in with a neutral light. illyou trying to kill him with a neutral signature. Jellyfish calls in the horn, goes for a dive kick. illyou holding onto the guns.
So Jellyfish is, I think he plays Lucien a lot more than I thought he did. This is insane. He seems very comfortable using these signatures and using the character in general. He's just doing so good versus illyou.
illyou goes for that downlight to punish the landing. Jellyfish calls in a weapon, doesn't want to pick either one up, and illyou actually punishes that landing with a neutral sig. He doesn't dodge through, and evens up 1-1, but he's taking so much damage.
Wow. So let's see if illyou can come back. He's definitely capable of 100 to deathing somebody, so it's hard to ever count him out. But he is looking pretty bad right now. There's so much that'll kill.
Ooh, goes for that down sig, but doesn't get it off the stage. Ooh, goes for that slide charge. I'm not quite sure what signature he was charging up, but illyou actually punches the down sig. Tosses the guitars in his face, goes for a dive kick, but illyou down air, down light. Ooh, goes for that side light, but Jellyfish is ready to punish, but both players are almost at kill percent now. illyou's bringing this back hard. Goes for the side air, goes for a sliding neutral light, gets that down air into the neutral sig, gets punished by the side air. illyou. Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
GC.
That's so close to hitting.
Oh no, he's got
so
back to the
intense.
kill percent. illyou has actually brought this back all the way. Recovery!
Oh
Wow.
my goodness, what a game.
illyou
illyou brings it back.
After such incredible movement from Jellyfish, illyou just shows how great he is with the guns. Yes, Jellyfish has a Lucien. He's been picking up, he's been playing it, but illyou's ability with the gun came through and destroyed Jellyfish in the last stock. Game 1 goes to him.
Wow. So Jellyfish picking Lucien again. He wants to prove something. I mean, that was a really close game. We're going to see
close.
another one. Lucien versus Lucien yet again in grand finals. Wow, these games are going to be really intense. I can feel it. I think a lot of people forget the movement speed meta and the fact that Lucien has 8 move speed. Move speed's a really good stat, guys. Like, it's a really good stat. And you especially see it with just how ridiculously fast Jellyfish maneuvers around the map. He maneuvers around all of your moves. He doesn't get hit by anything that's obvious. You have to... What is... I think illyou might be lagging. Okay.
Jellyfish gives off the laugh, but luckily they didn't get too far into the map or the match. And illyou, maybe the map choice was wrong. Not quite sure, but we're gonna find out in just a minute.
No, he picked Thunder Guard.
So let's find out exactly what it was.
So nobody took damage. So this will be a remake.
Easy game, Jellyfish says. All right, illyou says he has to restart. Must be an issue with his client. So yeah, we'll be seeing the Lucien Ditto continue on Thunder Guard in just a little bit. Mini Vest is making a comment or a comment in the chat saying movement speed and Dex Resonant Sleeper cough Taros.
My Brawlhalla map is gone.
And I'm dodging up.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Maybe he loaded into a map where the map didn't exist. Not quite sure. Casey asking who won. Oh, a bot has showed up. Jellyfish, please don't start.
Oh, there was a mod. There was a mod where you could replace a map with like pure white, so you couldn't see the map at all. You just had to like guess by whether or not you were falling. He might have installed that and has to get his map back or something.
I see.
I don't know. I'm just guessing, but that might be something. That was a really cool mod, by the way. I love that thing. All right, illyou came back.
Hopefully fixed his issue. Whoa, saying sorry about nah.
No, we refuse. No damage was exchanged. You can't.
Even if I could, that would be pretty scummy, he says.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you, Jelly. Kappa.
Alright. Game 2 as it was meant to be. Back to Thunder Guard. Hopefully his map is back.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I just noticed that the Witch Doctor Lucien skin, like, when he has no damage, his nose actually, like, combines with the bar. Anyways, like, in the top right, like, it was just, like, okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The Lucien goes in with the D-Light. Ooh, both players just recovering after recovery, just not hitting each other with anything. With illyou is taking so much damage. Jellyfish tries to land with the down air, actually connects with it, calls in the Hornet, hits illyou, nearly combos into a signature, but doesn't quite work out. Jellyfish's movement was insane there for a second. It was twitching back and forth and ends the stock.
Okay.
30 seconds. Recovery.
Jelly taking a lead already. But illyou finds his guns, doesn't get the combos. So the thing with illyou's combos is, as insane as they are, they might be a little telegraphed. Alright, Jelly, that might not have been in your best interest to kill yourself again.
Well, it evens it up 2-2 regardless. illyou finds a nair, 2 nairs, recovery, sends Jellyfish flying. Another nair, is he gonna get another recovery? Jellyfish, you need to get out of the air right now. Get back onto the ground. Don't want to be above guns in that situation. Finds the guitars, goes for a nair, goes for a down air. Oh no, Jellyfish, stop. You're terrifying me whenever you go below this stage.
Oh man. Jellyfish is so troll. What is this?
Picks up the guitars. Ooh, illyou is ready to fight back. As in there. Ooh, gets hit by a down air, forcing him below the stage. Jellyfish hits his head, has himself in low percent, tries to go for a down sig to end the stock. illyou hit by a recovery. And goes for a GC neutral sig. I am so confused by what Jellyfish is doing right now.
I don't even know, dude. Jellyfish is insane.
illyou goes in with a nair. Trying to do as much damage as he can. Jellyfish goes off the stage, hits him with a down air, side light. Jellyfish is getting destroyed by these downers from illyou right now. This guitar is looking like guns. This string is insane. illyou has the bomb. Jellyfish had the bomb. illyou nearly ran into it, but the down sig comes out from Jellyfish, sends illyou flying.
Oh, he did it! He did the combo! He tried to do it earlier too. That's so cool.
gosh.
Oh my
Goes to the
goodness.
side sig and wow. The ground pound connecting on Illyou's haymaker sends him flying below the stage. Tosses the guitars away, denies all weapons from illyou, does the weapon toss and unarmed, and does some decent damage despite being at a 2-stock deficit from his own him killing himself.
Dude, that horn combo got me so hyped. Jellyfish is just going for the like really cool combos, trying to show off as much as possible.
Goes for some side airs right now. illyou down airing, down sigging. Ooh, tries to get him with recovery. illyou finds a recovery of his own. Unarmed combo coming out. Charge down sig. Doesn't quite work out. illyou hits it with the down air. Jellyfish is out of jumps.
illyou.
That I feel like if
I
feel like if Jellyfish GC taunted there, he would have won.
I don't know if he had his draw. Oh, I'm gonna watch it in instant replay. He used his dodge. He didn't have it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Game 2 goes to illyou. And Jellyfish is sticking with Lucien. I guess Jellyfish is doing this because he knows he has a bracket reset still. But either way.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Here we go.
All right.
Game 3.
Game 3. All right, Lucien versus Lucien yet again. illyou has proven that he's gotten the upper hand like by a thread. Both of these games. I think Jellyfish knows that he can win this.
I don't know. Like, what I would like to see is Jellyfish get a stock lead and then not immediately kill himself 2 times in a row. Either way,
Right.
goes to the GC down sig. Jellyfish holding on the guitars. Still has a damage lead on illyou, but that means nothing considering the player that he's fighting against. Throws the spike ball into his face. Once, this is the second time, finds the guns, goes for the neutral light, catches his landing, and Jellyfish finds himself unarmed. Wow. Gets hit by the bomb, does a GC done just to like savor the moment, and finds a side sig. Jellyfish
Oh my god.
goes to the gravy cancel side sig. The spike ball goes into his face. illyou tries to chase him off stage with the ground pound. I think that's a stock. Yeah, illyou hits his head.
Oh my god. What am I watching?
Both players are just kind of dancing out the side of the map, taking advantage of the fact that they're both playing Lucien, trying to make it known they're both playing Lucien. Jellyfish goes for
These
the down air,
games
gets
are
hit by the
ridiculous.
recovery. Ooh, with that recovery from the guns nearly
Drops
connecting.
the recovery.
Jellyfish, ooh, tries to go for neutral light, but illyou GC neutral lights right above him. Has Jellyfish go below the stage. And Jellyfish.
illyou searching for that kill, but not finding it. Jellyfish is just getting a lot of damage for free right now.
Has the mine, tosses it directly up. illyou. Oh gosh, gets the ground pound on illyou.
illyou
I guess
finds the
Jellyfish,
ground pound.
I don't know what Jellyfish was ground pounding towards, I guess trying to read illyou's positioning, but going below somebody usually gives them more opportunities to kill you. Calls in the horn, gets punished by a down air. illyou tries to follow up with another down air right afterwards. Lucien just hanging out below the stage, gets the recovery, sends him into the orange, tries to go for that GC side stick. That would have been fantastic. Weapon toss into dive kick, doesn't get the haymaker follow up, goes below the stage, picks up a weapon, no, instead goes for a dive kick onto illyou twice in a row.
illyou really searching for this recovery, but it's just not connecting. Jellyfish. Oh wow, the gravity cancel neutral light from illyou catches Jellyfish off guard.
Falls on the guitars, goes for that gravy cancel signature side sig, and recovery ends up sending illyou high, but still I feel like Jellyfish is going to pull off something weird to be able to lose this stock. Goes for the GC neutral sig, doesn't connect. Downlight, ooh, illyou goes for a downlight of his own, has the bomb, tosses it up high, goes for that dive kick in the recovery, kills him off the top. Jellyfish takes the lead, but for how long? How long?
Is Jellyfish finally gonna win one of the Lucien versus Lucien games?
Let's find out. Hits him with the sidelight, side air. Weapon toss goes in Jellyfish's face, but that down air is able to do quite a bit of damage. Another down air. illyou sent into the deep yellow. There's the bomb, just barely lobs over Jellyfish. If you actually tossed that directly at Jellyfish, that would have been way better, considering how long it takes for him to finish casting that downlight. But woo, that's the down sig. That ended it. Holy! He was already getting ready for another GC down sig. Swift execution.
Wow. 2-stock. So Jellyfish does it.
When Jellyfish has got 2 extra stocks not taken from himself, he 2-stocks his opponent. Interesting to see.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
So they're heading straight back to Thunder. illyou wants to prove that he is the better Lucien here. Jellyfish is not a Lucien main, so
no, but
illyou
I have
has
heard
to feel pretty bad about losing him.
I've heard that Jellyfish has picked up Lucien quite a bit in the past week, specifically playing him only on the ladder. That's what I've heard from a few people in the Twitch chat, at least. And so that might be where it's coming from. Nice side stick coming out from Jellyfish, holds onto the guns, goes for a down light, gets punished by illyou, going in for a down air, and Jellyfish, ooh, gets punished for that nair from a down stick from illyou, and both players are trading evenly.
illyou's always losing the first few minutes of these games, and he actually might get game, but nah, Jelly not quite finding it.
And he actually missed that recovery there. That would have been a decent amount of damage. illyou, nice GC down air. Weapon toss, goes for the guitars. I feel like if he went for a down stick there, that actually would have been devastating. He probably would have connected. But there's the haymaker raw. Goes into illyou's face. GC neutral sigs to get out of the way of the haymaker, but it almost gets the haymaker set up. Jellyfish going for the style points and dies for it, as Jellyfish usually does. Gets hit by the ground pound from illyou, and the mine, that was
That was a mistake.
Oh no.
Oh
Okay,
my goodness.
illyou floundering there a little bit, tossing the mine and dodging directly into it, landing with an air and killing himself off the top. Jellyfish plenty willing to take advantage of that with an insane guitar string. Tries to end it with a down sig. Doesn't quite work out, and illyou finds himself below the stage.
illyou getting smacked around a little bit, but he's finding these gun strings again, getting a lot of damage, and it's equal again.
Jellyfish toss the guitars away. illyou going with the side air. Both players at equal damage. Ooh, the ground pound. That's Jellyfish stuck. He's on jumps. That's it.
He gravity canceled down sigs before dying. Alright, Jelly.
He definitely didn't have the jumps to get back, so he might as well just waste some time, I suppose. Throws a bomb directly up. illyou, no! Nearly jumps at the bomb again, but instead gets two down airs, making it look like a one-person black hole. Quite impressive. Wow, that side air, how did that bomb not connect? There's the recovery. Oh, jeez. illyou catches the bomb on the way down. I thought he was going to land on it, but... Or, I mean, Jellyfish, rather. Them having very similar letters over their heads is annoying, but,
goodness, the
that's...
guitars.
illyou goes for that down sig. Manages to make it back. Jellyfish follows the recovery. I must be tired.
Yeah. Sorry, because they're both playing Lucien.
Both playing Lucien, and the names on their heads. Oh no!
Kill him and he does it! illyou gets the bracket reset.
2 wins.
Just dies below the stage, jumping around. And we're going on to another best of 5. I misspelled everything there. That's okay.
Looks like Jelly is turning on the try-hard. Going to Queen 9 now.
And now, after an interesting hand warmer, we have ourselves the grand finals. Best of 5, Jellyfish versus illyou on Thunderguard.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Here we go.
Jelly finds the guitars, illyou finds the guitars himself, goes in for the first string, but Jellyfish, ooh, goes for that neutral line to the weapon toss, but doesn't follow it up. illyou's ready for it. Excellent combo from illyou here. Goes in for a downer, gets punished by illyou's recovery, goes for a downer himself, neutral air. Jellyfish carries him below the stage. illyou barely has his jumps back, hits the side air on the side of the stage. Both players going for offstage shenanigans. Jellyfish dodges through the mine.
Beautiful down sig read.
And the recovery puts illyou into the red. A charged pivot side sig sends illyou flying. Devastating damage from Jellyfish here. Nice nair to get through the spear and the spike ball. Jellyfish gets back onto the stage, goes for a recovery to punish illyou's recovery. He gets back onto the stage, but he's taking so much damage here. The weapon toss and the ground pound doesn't quite work out. illyou's doing a great job of holding onto his stock despite the devastating punishes from Jellyfish.
Oh, beautiful recovery there. But he ends up dying to Jelly's
own recovery, but he did a decent amount of damage. After that pivot charge side sig, I'd say any damage that illyou got off that stock was worth it. Puts Jellyfish deeper into the red. It's going to take one well-placed signature to be able to end Jellyfish's stock here. Does the weapon toss, but Jellyfish manages to pick up the weapon anyways, and illyou finds himself unarmed. There's the mine, tosses the mine into his face, and that's not a trade. He just straight up takes damage. Neutral light. Wow, the charge down sig nearly connects. That was such a great option from Jellyfish. Hold on.
illyou barely dodging out of the way of it.
Jellyfish tosses the mine into illyou's face. And he dodges through, only getting punished by an arm, and actually side airs him out of that haymaker. Jellyfish goes below the stage, gets hit by a down air. Ooh, tries to go for a falling side air to end the stock, but doesn't quite work out. And a weapon toss? No ground pound follow up. GC neutral sig. Jellyfish barely misses that ground pound onto illyou. You need to get off the stage, illyou. You need to end this stock.
illyou needs to find a kill. Jelly has so much damage on him. But how do you find a kill move? Illyou's looking, but he can't seem to find an answer.
I don't know. Usually you say that whenever he throws out those signatures, they're well placed with the down sig clips him. But like, he can't find an opportunity to get a signature. Jellyfish is just hanging out off the side of the map, and that's the bomb trade to do it. Manages to make it, so I guess that's worth, but he's taking so much damage, I wouldn't be surprised to see this bomb just collide straight into illyou's face. No, the ground pound doesn't quite connect.
illyou's trying to play this so carefully, but like, oh man, Jellyfish is playing so good too.
Neutral sig gets punished by an air. illyou doesn't find a string. He's still holding on to the stock. And the side sig just throws it out, kills off the side of the map. Solid stock lead for Jellyfish right now.
I can see that illyou's like tryharding now. You can tell because he's not going for as much of the ridiculous stuff. He's going for a lot of safe stuff instead, and that's not like characteristic of him.
illyou punishes the neutral light. Goes for his side air. Jellyfish actually punishes by landing. Goes for a weapon toss and gets punished by neutral sig. Goes for another neutral sig. That would have done a ton of damage, but doesn't quite get it. And illyou still finds himself out, or Jellyfish still finds himself not in the red. Side light, side air into a dive kick. Forces illyou below the stage. Excellent strain. Another dive kick to punish the weapon toss. Goes for a charging neutral sig. Weapon toss into a dive kick. Jellyfish is just so great with these unarmed combos and catches him with the sig. Wow, that was some great spacing from illyou to avoid that neutral sig there, but down sig gets punished by the side air, goes for this falling side air himself. Jellyfish is not afraid of illyou off the stage. illyou tries to recover. Jellyfish hits him with the side air, disarms him, falls with an air.
This is not looking good for illyou. He's already in red. That doesn't quite kill, but it's so close. That down sig will do it. Jellyfish with the 2-stock.
Jellyfish is fearless with Queen Nai. Absolutely fearless. He's throwing out all kinds of risky moves, and he's not getting punished for it. And if he is, he's not losing his stock. And he destroyed illyou. Bans out Blackguard and
pretty
Twilight.
dominating performance. I think Jelly on Queen Nai is going to be a completely different story than the Lucien mirror we were just watching. I think it looks like... I don't want to say this right now because I know illyou is more than capable of destroying Jellyfish if he gets his rhythm. But the way things looked in that last game, it looks like illyou's going to switch to Vraxx, I guess. So...
A gun
wants
main.
The higher dexterity? I don't know.
Well, the lance signature reads could be a thing. Vraxx's neutral sig with the lance, quite good for being able to read aggression like that, I suppose. Either way, illyou holds on to the guns, hits him with the side air. Jellyfish, however, gets that D-line side air into a weapon toss. And, well, despite the dexterity, Jellyfish is still finding the regular amount of damage that he usually gets. illyou is trying to go in for the neutral airs, but every time Jellyfish sees an opportunity, he tosses the spear in his face, gets the unarmed D-light side air, sends him into the orange. Neutral light already in the red. illyou hits him with that D-light, however, it goes for that down sig, oddly enough, in the recovery, disarms illyou, throws the guitars into his face. Ooh, the ground pound punishing him, but that recovery will kill. That's it.
Well, Jelly is in red, but it's going to take a little bit more damage to actually get him in kill percent. Queen Nai just having 8 defense makes it so hard to kill her. illyou's looking for that last bit of damage he needs. He finds it, and a signature would be death right now.
Ooh, goes for a D-light, gets punished by the side air. Ooh, nice GC side sig, but it gets punished by a weapon toss. Jellyfish so good at tossing this weapon in the places that he expects his opponents to be. Ground pounds, dodges out of the way of that down sig. illyou goes for that slide charge down. Light, I feel like that was an accident. And a charged haymaker goes straight to his face. That ground pound nearly connects. That was terrifying. A neutral sig doesn't hit Jellyfish, and Jellyfish does a sliding side sig.
No.
Sends illyou flying, and the neutral sig. That's it.
Oh no.
Jellyfish is destroying him. Utterly.
This isn't looking good for illyou at all. Jelly's taking complete control of these games now.
Oh no, that was hilarious. Because he just charged the neutral sig, and illyou's like, wait a second, charges this recovery, wait for it, and he kills him off the top. That was actually quite creative punish coming out from illyou, but still, stock deficit. illyou lands with a down air, gets that down light follow up, side air, doesn't get the mine, however. illyou's trying to do his best to get as much damage.
Ilyou's down a whole stock at this point.
3 nairs in a row, however, but that side sig, I think he's out of jumps. Yes.
Rip.
Out of jumps indeed.
So Jelly with another 2 stock. That's pretty dominating. Like, Ilyou's got to pull something out if he wants to start winning these, because he hasn't even gotten Jelly to his last stock since he switched to Queen Nai.
No. The Lucien mirror was really, really close, and that was considering that Jellyfish only put a week into Lucien. But Queen Nai, who knows how long Jellyfish has been on Queen Nai, and it's doing quite a bit of work. Yeah,
this is Ilyou's in the think tank right now. He's trying to figure out what he's gonna do to change up, because he's got to change something. Something's just not quite working. Jellyfish is probably... So Ilyou's gonna head back to Lucien. Let's see what map he picks. I still think illyou has the potential to come back, but Jellyfish he's taken 2 games already. Ilyou's on a huge deficit. He needs to win 3 games in a row to just not lose. Ugh. Alright. This might be the last game.
They just switched. I keep switching the names in the bracket because they keep switching positions, and damn it.
What? illyou picks Koji? So illyou on Koji will be
even Jellyfish is giving him a question mark. Koji's sword blocking out illyou's name there.
It's just you. Jellyfish versus you. Alright, here we go.
Alright, we got illyou's Koji. Bow sword.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Alright, let's see if this is the change that illyou needed to get the win against Jellyfish or not.
Really goes in for the
Jellyfish.
sword. Finds the D-Light downer. 2 D-Light downers in a row. Does a decent amount of damage. There's a cider. Jellyfish punishes that dodge in with a neutral air. Jellyfish holds on to the spear, finds the D-Light cider, sends him into the yellow, tries to get another cider, doesn't quite work out. And illyou is hit by another D-Light cider. That's orange. It's already orange. Goes for the side sig with the weapon toss. Charge down sig. illyou punishes. Wow! That GC neutral light barely put him out of the way of that down sig, and illyou's struggling to catch up. That's the stock. Side sig. That's it.
Yeah. You get hit by that side sig.
In the orange,
I mean,
on the edge of the map, you're gone.
Yeah. This isn't looking too bright for illyou. I mean, he can still win this for sure, but with the way the rest of these games have gone, I think we might see a 3-0.
Goes in for the D-Light down air. Ooh, goes for the neutral light as well. Down sig punishes illyou's landing. A side sig's gonna end it. He goes for that neutral light. illyou's able to get back onto the stage, holds onto the bow. I'm expecting a neutral sig, but it gets hit by a side air, and Jellyfish charges that neutral sig. Follows up with a neutral light. Immediately spear toss into that dive kick into the ground pound.
Oh
wow!
My god, the rest.
He was riding on top of illyou as he was off stage that entire time, ready to destroy him, and that was amazing. Goes for the GC neutral sig just to be in the air, and actually connects with the mine with the guitars right away as it falls, gets back onto the ground, and gets punished for that D-Light with the cider, but illyou is at a huge deficit.
Jellyfish is just playing out of his mind, dude. I don't think illyou has any chance at this point, like, especially after taking the full stock lead. Like, Jellyfish is just playing so well. He earned this.
Jellyfish goes in for the D-Light. illyou trying to take a stock, doesn't want to be 3-stocked in the grand finals match. Goes in for that side sig, gets hit by a cider. Jellyfish, I wouldn't even say is at kill percent. I think he needs to get hit by 2 signatures at this point as a Queen Nai. I don't think illyou can actually do it with 1 move. illyou's trying to land with the side. This is the side light.
A side sig will kill.
Goes for the bow. Ooh, down there. That's the cider from the bow. Now he's definitely at a kill percent. Weapon toss sends him flying. Will illyou get it? There's the second weapon toss. He still gets back. Flubs the ground pound. Jellyfish is back on the stage. Tries to go for a cider. illyou's just doing his best to try to end the stock. Goes back with the recovery of the bow. Hits the cider, and that actually kills. Cider from the bow kills.
Not 3-stocked, boys. Moral victory.
Goes in for the air. Goes for the dive. illyou dodges past, gets the sidelight, tries to go for that bowstring, but doesn't quite work out. Goes for that charge neutral signature. illyou's ready to punish. Dodges out of the way of that downer. Excellent spacing from illyou. Tries to land with the side air. Punishes that down sig, but gets hit by the second one. And Jellyfish Wow, that recovery from the bow almost put him in the danger zone of that mine. Jellyfish charges a neutral stick, and that bow doesn't actually hit him as he's charging in the down signal.
All right.